recording on. And let's start standing up. We'll do so have your pole ready, because then we'll go from the feet to the arms and shoulders and stuff. And I'm gonna grab the stick, and I have a ball. And so let's just start with our feet here. So we're going to put our arch like we do across the stick. And then if you want, as you're pressing down on the stick, see if you can make your knee come over your toe, because then you'll get a stretch in your Achilles and your calf a little bit. The problem is, depending on where you have your arch across the stick, it might be a little bit too much pressure when you bring your knee in. So just be careful. So let's do that again. And so I'm going to bring my knee across so I can get a stretch in the back there. And then let's do that one more time. And then we're going to roll our foot side to side, and I go up and down that arch. And then let's roll from the arch to the heel. And then let's roll from the arch to the ball of the foot. And then let's do the entire foot. And you can get the inside and outside edges of it. Okay, now we're going to go do the other one. So put your arch across, and then if you can, have your knee come over your toes. Get a little stretch in the back. Just be careful it's not too much pressure on your arch. I'm going to go to another spot. And one more time. And then let's go side to side over that arch, up and down. Then let's go from the arch to the heel. Remember, if you have any tight spots in the heel, you can, again, put some pressure on it. Inhale to 4, exhale. Then let's go from the arch to the ball of the foot. And then let's do the entire foot. Okay, let's take the stick now vertically on the mat, and let's put our entire right foot on it. And just remember to keep that hip in. So when you're putting pressure, you don't want this hip to go out. You want to keep it in. And you can see if you can, putting all the weight there, and if you can see what your balance is like. And then let's roll our foot side to side. And now we'll go to the other side. Same thing, keep this hip from going out. You want it pulled in. We're going to do the same thing. Try to just see what your balance is like. And then roll side to side. All right. Put the stick over to the side, the ball over to the side. And then we're going to have our feet hip distance apart. Let's pick up our toes and spread them. I like to spread my fingers too. And release. Again, pick them up and spread them. Release, and one more time. And then take the ball, and I'm going to put the ball of my left foot, and then I'm going to squeeze my toes around. And when I squeeze my toes, I'm going to also do the same thing that we did on the stick. Bring my knee over it, over my toes, so I feel that stretch. Like this. Here, I'll show you. Bring your knee over your toes so you can feel that stretch in your calf and in your Achilles. And come back and lift your toes. And then again, pressure on it, and squeeze and lift, and one more time. And then let's just roll out that entire foot. Okay, now we're going to do the other one, the same thing. So I have the ball and the ball of my foot. I'm going to squeeze, and as I'm squeezing, I'm going to bring my knee over it. And release, and then lift my toes. Do that 2 more times. Lift, and one more time, stretching out that Achilles and the hamstring, the calf. And then let's roll out the entire foot. Okay, now the ball can go over to the side. We're not going to use it for a little bit. And then let's take our right foot and turn it under. So we're stretching the top of the foot here, rolling our toes under, putting a little pressure on it. Should be coming up the top of your foot, maybe into the shin a tiny bit. And your foot is straight. And then we're going to drop the heel side to side. And then let's do it to the other side. Same thing. Same thing with this. Make sure your hips aren't going one way or the other. So I'm stretching out the top of my foot a little bit into the shin. And then drop the heel. Okay. Let's bring our feet together. You can bring them together like this, or have them hip distance. And we're just going to bend and straighten our knees. And then let's roll them 5 times in one direction and the other way. Okay, now we're going to come up on our left toe, and we're going to circle the ankle, the knee, and the hip 5 times in one direction. And then let's go the opposite way. Doing a little bit of mobility here. Again, make sure you keep that hip. Again, we're going to do the other side now. And the opposite way. Okay. And now let's just we're just to mobilize that hip again. We're just going to go out, in, out, and in, and one more time. And let's do the other one. And one more time. Okay. Now take your feet shoulder distance apart, and let's just rotate our hips 5 times in one direction. And let's go the other way. You might hear some cracking and popping. I was hearing a little bit. Okay, now we're going to grab our pole. And let's put the pole on our shoulder here. My feet are shoulder distance apart. And we're going to start by leaning to the left. My elbow goes into my waist, and my right hip goes out. Let's do 2 more times. And let's go the other way. Okay, and now we're going to twist, and we're going to twist our upper torso, trying to keep our hips going forward. And we're going to go 5 times to either side. Okay, now I'm going to hold the pole, and we're just going to lift it overhead. Okay, let's bring the pole. Oh, let's do this. Bring the pole down the center of our back like this. And just try to inch your hands together, doing a little stretch for our shoulders. Now let's take the other hand, put it on top, and put the other one on the bottom. And do another little stretch for our shoulders. Okay, now let's put the stick in our elbow creases. And we're going to do again, feet are shoulder distance apart. We're going to do another twist. Left and right. Do that 5 times. And then you're keeping your hips forward. And one more time each side. And now let's roll our shoulders forward. And let's roll them back. Just drop the pole in our arms. Palms are facing forward and they're just lift. Arms are straight. 2 more. Okay, now we're going to bring our fists so they're right by our hips, and we're going to roll and my elbows, they're not out, they're in, and the stick is like right by the back of my waist, and we're just going to do some tricep stretches. Okay, let's bring the pole in the front. I have my palms down this time. I have an L in my arms. Let's just work the wrist. And then let's just do a lift here. And one more time. And let's bring our hands together. They're like a fist apart. And let's just bring the pole up to our collarbones. My arms are straight right across. Let's do that 5 times. I'm going to open my hands up a little bit, and this time we're going to shoot it out to the right, to the left, to the right, and left, and again. And now let's go to the right and then overhead to the left. You can see it's one straight line. And then let's go in a circle 3 times, and then let's go the other way. Okay, let's lift the pole overhead and see if you can do a little back bend here. Come back. Let's have our wrists come up here. So our hands are going up, palms are going up. I get another L in our arms, and we're just going to work our wrists again. And then let's just do some curls. Okay. Now let's have your feet hip distance apart, and we're going to go down halfway and then go down all the way. You can bend your knees. Shake your head, yes. Shake it, no. And then we're going to have the stick go to the side of our right foot, side of the left, side of the right, side of the left. One more time each side. Bend your knees and just come all the way up. And now let's do the same thing up on top, side, side. And one more time each side. Take the pole, grabbing it with my right hand, putting my left hand alongside, and let's just twist out. Okay. Other side, same thing. Grab it this time with the left hand, right hand alongside, twist out. Okay, let's put the pole in front of us. Arm distance. You can back up a little bit if you want. Feet are hip distance apart. And we're just going to come down into a flat back. Head goes in between the arms. And then we're going to lean the pole over to the right and to the left. Your hips go in the opposite direction. Right, hips go left, pole goes left, hip goes right. And one more time. Okay, lift up. And let's put the pole down. And we're going to come down on our mat. I have a double mat here. I'm on concrete. And so you really do want to protect your knees. So, and then I have a blanket. You might want to see my head. So let's get in like a tabletop pose here. So I have my shoulders are over my wrists. Elbows are going forward or facing each other. Hips are over knees. And we're going to just like work our spine. So we're going to drop our belly, inhale and look up, round our belly, chin to chest, and exhale. Just go with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale and exhale, and 1 more time. Let's take our knees to the edges of the mat, toes together. Have your glutes come down on your heels. Your elbows can come down on the ground, and let's rotate your wrists. And rotate them the other way. You're going to walk your hands out. They're flat on the ground, and see if you can put your forehead to the mat. You can use whatever you have, an extra blanket, a block, if your forehead doesn't go to the mat. And breathe. Now spider your fingers and see how that stretches a little bit different. It's into your upper back. And then walk up, and then let's walk over. So our torso now is going to go over our right thigh. We're going to walk our hands out. Nose comes to our knee. We're going to take this time our left hand and put it on top of the right if we can. If you can't, that's okay. Just leave it where it is. When you put your left hand on top, it just increases the side body stretch. And breathe. And come up, and then we're going to walk to the other side and do the same thing. And this time the right hand goes on the left. And back to center, 1 more stretch. And if you want to spider your hands, do. Come up. Let's rotate our wrists. And the other way. Okay. Let's take our roller. And let's roll out a little bit. Roll our shins first. So we're going to put the roller right underneath our knee here. We're going to walk out. So I'm walking out. So it's my wrists aren't right underneath my shoulders. So I'm coming out more into a lunge. And this enables me to do the entire length of my shin. If that's too much for you, you can move it in and just do half of your shin. then the other half. So whatever works best for you. Okay, let's do the other shin, same thing. Okay, now we're going to be kneeling right behind the roller, and we're going to walk out, and we're going to come down. The roller should be in the middle of our thigh here, and we have our core is engaged, my toes are down, I'm on my forearms. And first we're going to roll from the middle of our thigh to the groin. Make sure you keep your core engaged so that you don't put pressure on your lower back. And then let's go from the middle of your thigh to the right above your kneecap. Okay, now you're going to try to find a spot that's kind of tight, and then you're just going to lift your foot to the ceiling, and then lift the other one. We're going to do that again. You can stay in the same spot or try to find another spot. One more time. And then we're just going to rock back and forth over that roller as we come off. And then put your knees to the edges of the mat, toes together. And let's just roll out our forearms and our wrists. Let's go upside down. Palms are up. The sides. And the other side. Okay, let's put the roller to our right side here. Let's come in at tabletop, but you're actually your hands are not right underneath, they're up above, probably 2 handprints. And then we're going to take our right knee to our wrist, and our back leg is out, and we're stretching that thigh and our hip and the inner thigh, and you can come down on your forearms if you'd like. I always like rocking. Okay, we're going to come onto our left side, and we're going to grab the roller, and we're going to roll out our inner thigh. So I have my leg in an L. It's right down by the knee, kind of on my belly as I roll this out. Okay. And now you're going to switch it to the other side. I'm just going to go this way so you can see me. When I go on that side, you can't see me that well. So again, on your hands and knees, I'm bringing this time my right knee to my right wrist. I have my other leg stretched out. I'm stretching this hip, the inner thigh. And if you can, go onto your forearms, do. Nice stretch here. And breathe. And then I'm going to roll onto this side here. And I'm going to have the roller right below the knee so I can roll out my inner thigh. Okay. All right. Let's take the roller now and put it underneath our knees. And we're going to go back onto our backs here. Now I'm going to roll my shoulders under, and I'm going to lift my glutes and put that roller right across my sacrum, my lower back. Stretch out my legs. Stretch out my arms overhead. Nice stretch. Try to touch the wall in front of you, the wall behind you. Okay, now we're going to take our right knee, pull it into our chest as we're lengthening that left leg. We're going to grab the right knee with the left hand, extend your right arm, and then keep this right shoulder on the ground as we pull the left leg over to get a nice stretch in our hip and glute. And even in the IT band a little bit, you can look over your right arm if you'd like, or just look at the ceiling. Come back. And now let's do the other one. So this time the left knee comes into our chest as we lengthen the right, because you should feel a stretch in that one too. And then roll your knee over to the right. Extend your left arm, keep your left shoulder down. You can look over your left arm if you'd like, or just look at the ceiling. Now back to center. Put your feet flat on the floor. Hold on to the roller. Bring your knees into your chest. You want to just roll side to side, you can. I'll work out that, massage that lower back a little. And then lift your heels to the ceiling. And then we're going to just pulse our toes so like they're coming over our head. And now we're going to straighten our toes, point our toes, and then we're going to open so we stretch the inner thighs. You might hear a little cracking and popping too. We'll do this 5 times so we have 2 more. Okay, then we're going to bend our knees so we have a tabletop with our shins. And this time we're going to work our core, so engage your core, and we're going to drop one toe and then the other. Now, if you want a little bit more effort, have your toe come out so it's not right underneath you, but you're stretching it out a little bit. And let's do 2 more each side and 1 more. Okay, now we're going to drop them both together, and the same thing. You can drop them here. If that's too much, just drop one at a time. And if you want a little bit more, again, point it out a little bit further instead of right down. Let's do 2 more. And again, bring your knees into your chest and just rock side to side. Put your feet down, straighten them out, stretch. Try to touch the toes to the wall in front of you and your fingers to the wall behind you. Okay, and put your feet down, roll your shoulders under, lift your glutes. Slowly roll the roller to your heels and then slowly come down. Roll over to the side and come up. I think we'll use the roller again, so just leave it to the side. Let's grab the big ball. Now let's put the big ball in our calf muscle here. And if you want to cross your other leg over for a little bit more pressure, do. And if you don't have a big ball, you can use the roller. The roller works too. And then let's just point and flex. And then let's roll your foot in one direction 5 times. and roll the other direction. Okay, and then let's just roll this ball all over that calf, up and down. You can go side to side and around in a circle one way and the other way. Okay, and then let's take the other one. I'm going to do the other side, and again, roll your wrist. And the same thing, if you want to cross your foot over to give it a little bit more pressure, do. Remember, you don't want to feel pain, so if it's too much, this is fine. And then point and flex. And roll. And the other way. And then just let's roll this ball, go side to side. And roll it in one direction and the other. Okay. Roll your wrists. And we're going to take the ball and we're going to go in an oval circle in one direction and the other for the bottom part of our thigh here. And then go the opposite way. Okay. And then we're going to do the other one, the same thing. So you're going in an oval in one direction. And the other way. Okay. And roll your wrists the other way. Okay, let's leave the ball nearby. Let's take the roller and we're going to roll out our glutes and we're going to do our hips too. So roll forward and back. If you want to do more stretches for your torso, you can go out and in. Inhale, exhale. And one more. Okay. Now we're going to do our hips. We're going to cross our right foot over our left knee. You might feel a stretch just like this. You can bring it in, your foot in further. I feel it's a little bit too much right here, so I'm moving my foot out a little bit. Makes it less intense. You can rock. I like to just kind of pulse it a little bit. And then we're going to lean into that hip. We're going to find a spot that's tight so that we can rock into it and loosen it up. We're going to do that 5 times. And one more. And then this time we're going to go down and we're just going to roll that entire hip. Okay, and then let's drop that foot. And then let's just come on because we're going to roll out this IT band on the right side there. So we can just roll like this. Okay. Get back on the roller here. Now we're going to do the other side. So we have, this time the left foot is crossed over the right knee. And again, let's pulse a little bit. Let's roll into that hip. You might find something right away. And then we're just going to rock into it and try to loosen it up. And then come down and we're going to roll the hip. And now let's come on to that, so the left hip. And then we're just going to roll out that IT band. I have to come down a little bit here. And I have my hands extended. I'm just going to roll that entire IT band. Okay. And then come on the roller and let's roll out our lower back. Okay, let's come down and let's take the roller right across our shoulder blades. Intertwine your fingers, put them behind your head, and let your head be heavy. Elbows are out, so you should feel you stretch in your chest. And if you inch back a little, you're going to feel more of a stretch in your chest as well as in your upper back. And let your head be heavy. Now, if you can, see if you can lift your chin to your chest. You're using your hands to lift your head. Your head is heavy, and you're using your hands to lift it to your chin. Now we're going to do one more of those. And then we're going to lift our glutes, and we're going to roll out from the top of our shoulders down our ribs, and the top of the head will probably hit the floor. And let's do two more. Okay. And release and kind of over to the side. And let's have the roller be vertically on the mat, and we're going to roll out our entire spine. So we're going to be on the roller from our glutes to our head. And let's just take some deep breaths right here. Inhale and exhale. And two more times. Put your arms out to the side. You can spider them. And let's put the soles of our feet together. Let's just flap our knees up and down like a butterfly. And then bring your knees together and out, together and out. And one more time. And then bring them up, and you can bring your feet out to stabilize you again. Then we're going to have our hands by our hips, palms down. We're going to lift our hands so the palms are facing forward. Try to stretch your fingers to the ceiling, and then let it drop overhead. And come up and down. And then let's lift them again. And this time we're going to face our palms towards each other. But again, lift the fingers to the ceiling and drop them overhead. Come back, palms down. But then now we're going to lift them, but we're going to do like cactus arms, but they're not like this up, they're flat. And so gravity is pulling them down. And then we're going to bring our forearms and palms together and open. Together and open. And one more time. And bring them flat. And then you can spider your hands if you want, but you're going to roll side to side. And do one more each side. Okay, and then let's roll off the roller and put it over to the side. We're on the floor now. Let's stretch a little bit. So we're going to do like we did on the roller. We're going to cross our foot, our right foot over our left knee, and we're going to lift our left knee and pull it into our chest. And you can see both of my feet are flexed. You should feel a nice stretch in your right hip. You can rock if you want. drop your foot and then put your arms out to the side. You can have palms up and drop your legs over to the left. That right knee should be pointing straight up to the ceiling, so you should feel a nice stretch in that IT band, in your hip. And if you can, look over your right arm. If not, just look at the ceiling and take a couple breaths. And then come up, cross your knees over each other and pull in. I'm grabbing onto my knees. You can grab onto your shins and pull both of your knees in. And release. This time I have my left heel over my right knee and I'm pulling both in. Both feet are flexed. Nice stretch in your hip, left hip. Drop, and then again, this time we're going to twist our legs over to the right, and this right knee, it's not flat. You're trying to get it so that it's straight up to the ceiling. And you can look over your left arm if you want. I have my palms up. Come up, cross your knees over, and pull both of your knees in. And drop them and unwind. Have your arms out to the side. You can put your palms down and let's just drop our knees to the right. Make sure your left shoulder stays on the ground. And we're going to drop them to the left and make sure your right shoulder stays on the ground. And just rotate side to side. And 2 more times each side. And 1 more time. Okay. Pull your knees into your chest and you can pull your forehead to your knees if you'd like. Put it down and then we're just going to roll out our lower back. Do 5 circles in one direction. And then go in the other. Okay. Grab the ball and the big ball and put it in your neck. And if you don't have a big ball, again, you can use a roller. I have my knees bent, but you can certainly straighten them out if you want. Whatever feels more comfortable to you. Take some breaths right here. And then we're going to inhale, and when we exhale, turn our head to the left. Inhale, center, exhale, right. And you probably will hear some cracking and popping with the ball. Let's do a few more of these. And then you can make your chin go up and down. Okay. And then put the ball over to the side and come up. I'm going to get my blanket. I can sit on it. Have your roller nearby. I mean, your stick, your tiger tail. Let's just stretch out our shoulders. So I'm going to cross my arm over my body, my left hand. I'm bracing it with my right. And I'll look over my left shoulder. Should feel a stretch right down here. And release. Other arm across. And brace it and look over your right shoulder. And release. Take your left hand, pat yourself on the back. Bring your elbow, pull it back. And then lean over to the right. And come up. Other one. Pat yourself. Pull it back. And lean this time over to the left. And come up. Your arms go out. Just give yourself a big hug. Out and again, a big hug. Out again. This time the left arm comes under. We wrap our arms. And if you can, lift your elbows up. You can look up too if you want. You can bring them down. And then come forward. Just feel a nice stretch in the upper back. As well as your lower back, actually. And breathe. Up and release. Now the right arm goes underneath. Lift the elbows. And come down. And try to get your forearms on the ground. You can feel a little stretch in your upper back. And come up and release. Put your fingers on your shoulders and your elbows are up. You can massage them a little bit. And you're going to bring them in to touch and out, in and out. And one more time. And then you're going to roll them forward. And now we're going to roll them back. And put your hands on your knees and you're going to lift your shoulders up to your ears. Drop them. Lift them and drop them. One more time. Let's drop our right ear to our right shoulder. And have your right hand come up. You're not really pushing down. You're just kind of leaning on it. Have my other arm. I'm going to point my fingers up. Slowly lift that arm. See if there's a spot where you feel the stretch kind of going down your entire shoulder. If you don't, that's okay. Don't worry about it. But if there is, just hold it there for a minute. And come up and let's just roll our wrist 3 times one direction, the other. Have it come down. Put your hand in the back of your head, nose looks down to the floor. Another stretch for the back of the neck. Up, left ear to left shoulder. Make sure your shoulder stays down. Left hand comes up. Take your right arm, have your fingers point up. Slowly lift. See if there's a point where you can feel the stretch coming down. And then bring it all the way up and 3 times in one direction, 3 times in the other. And then nose to the floor and stretch the back of the neck. Come up. And then we're gonna do a turtle. So we're sitting all in alignment, head over shoulders, shoulders over waist, waist. And we're gonna jut out our chin, pull it back, jut it out, pull it back. One more time, jut it out, pull it back. Then we're gonna look over our left shoulder and our right, left and right, and one more time. Let's intertwine our fingers, put them behind our head, and again, one more stretch for the back of the neck, chin to chest. Come up, grab your neck and your shoulder right here. You're grabbing, and then look up, chin goes up to the ceiling. Okay. Look over your left shoulder and just roll your neck to the right, roll to the left, to the right, to the left, and one more time. Let's take Oh, let's do our wrists first. So we're going to take our wrists and we're just going to pull our hand. So I have my hand bent and I'm going to pull back. Should feel it in your forearm too. And come down. And forward so that the hand is facing forward. The other one. Down. And forward. Bring your palms together, your forearms drop. Intertwine and roll the other way. You have your stick propeller and overhand twirl and underhand twirl. And the other one, propeller and overhand twirl and underhand twirl. And then take your hands, rub them together, put them over your eyes, and you can massage your eyes, go one direction and the other. Bring your hands to the side of your head and open your eyes and just have your eyeballs go up and down. One more time. And then side to side. And one more time. And then you're going to go in a circle, up, side, down, side, up, side, down, side. One more time. And now we're going to go the other way. And one more time. Okay, rub your hands together again. Close your eyes and just massage. Just roll in one direction and then the other. Take a breath in and out. Okay. That's it, guys, and I will take you all off mute, or you have to unmute yourself, but I'm
The
letting you.
sound was perfect.
You could
Yeah,
hear me and good. I'm glad. Okay, I'm
it
going to
was
just start
perfect.
wearing.
That's the ticket. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to wear the earbuds. I would get away from the thing and people couldn't hear me. So,
I don't understand how they work. I know people have been telling me they can't hear me when I have my phone on speaker, but
mhm,
if I use the earbuds,
they
then
can
it's
hear you.
a problem.
And
Yeah.
and were you able to hear any music or no?
Yes.
Yes. Mhm.
Good. Okay, good, good. Great. And I hope you guys all got what you needed. And I should be here on Wednesday. I don't see anything. Let me look at my calendar really quick. We do have, let's see. Nope. I'm okay. So we'll see you on Wednesday.
Hey, appreciate
Thank
it.
you
Okay.
so
You guys have
much.
a good rest of the day. Okay.
You too now.
Thanks. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.